Ladies and gentlemen, we're here live in Danny's basement. To my left, I've got the beast from the southeast, Florida man personified, Mr. Jeffrey Vitale.
I like it. Hi guys. Hey guys.
Want to watch some wrestling?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. What do you like? I've got vocab words here, and I know you know some. You're somewhat
It's like flashcards.
educated.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna throw a few at you and see if you know what any of them mean.
Kayfabe,
That's the first one on my list, honestly. You know what that is.
pageantry, the fakeness, storyline.
Did you
gotta
Google
keep-
this?
No, that was
No,
good. Was it
no,
that, was it that
pageantry is
good?
definitely, yeah.
That was- really? I thought it was.
It's the story. It's like the
Yeah.
story
No.
compared to, like, homeboys will fucking wrestle each other and be pals, but they hate each other in
Yeah,
the
and you gotta
story.
keep
That's
that.
kayfabe.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't break the fourth wall.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like back in the day, all the bad guys would drive together in the cars, and all the good guys had to drive together and not stay in the same hotels and all that sort of stuff.
Segregation.
Exactly.
Like, I get it.
I get it. That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm just breaking it down in terms I know and like. I mean. it's
Yes.
like- yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you know what a bump is?
Boy.
Safe to say you
Nah,
do.
I think Jeff knows all about bumps.
A bump like a shoulder check, like something you give him a little bump,
It's any move.
or like the
Anything-
Joe Rogan bump.
Yeah.
That's what we were all talking about, right? When we were laughing.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely.
Cool.
You know a lot about that, I'm sure.
I know it all.
But yeah,
all
like
too well.
any move really is a bump. Like if somebody's got to go flat to their back, they take a back bump.
Okay.
If
Yeah, they
somebody
take
jumps
their
off the
bumps.
yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly.
All right.
Heels and faces. Do you know what that is?
Faces. I'm gonna say just because I know what heel is, because like it's the same in the comedy world, dude. Brian Callen, heel.
Heel.
Jeff Vitale, face, dude. You know what I mean?
You're. I would call you a tweener.
Can we talk to you like that?
I don't know, dude.
I don't
Kinda-
know
I
if
thought it
you're
was a compliment.
good guy, bad guy.
Tweener, dude. Sounds pedophilic and gay. Which one's worse, dude?
Pedophilia, definitely.
I'm just asking the hard questions.
I was like, hold on, what did you just ask me?
Sorry. Let's get back on track. Thank God for notes.
So this goes along with kayfabe, work and a shoot. So like a work is
Oh, okay.
the storytelling, like what happens on TV for whatever wrestling company.
Okay.
But a shoot is if it's going on for real. Like somebody could punch somebody else in the face because they're pissed at them in the ring for real.
Miss Elizabeth dying.
Shoot.
Shoot,
That really happened.
that happened.
Hulk Hogan probably fucking Miss Elizabeth. Shoot.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan running for president. Work. They got me when I was a kid.
Right?
Or for real. I said to my parents one day, I said, "You better vote for Hulk Hogan." That's a real story. That's a real story, dude. I don't check what time, how old I would have been comparatively.
Who could that against Bill Clinton? What against George W?
WCW. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, dude. The bad Hulk.
You didn't even want like the golden hair fucking.
I wasn't into politics yet.
Now, was that the primary or was that the general election?
This is Nitro. Monday Nitro. Nitro, right? Or is it on Thursdays? I can't remember. Wednesday.
No, it was Monday Nitro. I had with Monday Night Raw.
Gut feelings. Yeah. Should have went with it. Moving forward.
Yeah. So that's most of the vocab stuff. That's funny enough.
All right. I think I fucking passed with flying colors, dude. Up the top buckles.
Pretty solid.
You know what I mean?
Pretty solid. Then I got here. Who was the wrestling person in your life growing up? I think you've told me like your brothers or
Yeah, my brothers are super about it, but I was a wrestling guy until puberty.
Yeah.
Not pre-puberty, probably. But yeah, I had
Then you
We
got
had all the
friends and
guys.
a life. That
Yeah.
must have been fun.
Yeah, drugs. You know?
Drugs, that's what it is. That's
all
how
the,
I
the
got.
trifecta.
I stayed with wrestling.
Yeah, drugs, different
No.
drugs. Oh,
I didn't do drugs.
so which one's worse?
Right.
Is what I want to know. All right, and that's what we'll get to the bottom
Also
of.
had less fun.
I don't know about all that. If I would have been able to marry both worlds, it would have been ideal.
Mm-hmm.
Playing
Drugs
with my
and
guys.
wrestling, it's
Yeah.
been done.
Gay porn.
Also, been done.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun stuff though. It looks fun
Right?
for at least one of the guys.
Solid, solid. So your brother liked wrestling.
And we didn't do no gay stuff together. We're just brothers. Just have to clarify that. Just to clarify, dude. Yeah, we liked wrestling. They still do. My oldest brother is a lawyer and been to WrestleMania recently. Yeah, they're AEW guys. They like it all.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Do you like what was the first or like what are the older time wrestling memories they have? Who do you think of when you first think of like who you watched as a kid?
I had the VHSs of like Hulk Hogan's greatest hits, like Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant.
Oh yeah.
Then like later on, Blockbuster had like WrestleMania from 2 years ago, so I started getting into that once in a while too.
Yeah.
But it was about my wrestling boys. We had the ring.
Oh yeah, like the Hasbros. Did they have the bendy arms or were they?
No,
just,
we
like,
had
the
the-
solid.
yeah.
fucking- These guys.
What I know that they weren't wrestling buddies. No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we had the
I had wrestling buddies too.
The
But I also
rubber
had,
ones?
like, the little rubber guys. But I had the pillow like.
oh, those are wrestling buddies.
Yeah, yeah.
We had that, and then me and my brothers would wrestle, AKA throw each other through walls and stuff.
Yeah, once we got a trampoline, dude, it was on.
Yeah, we got sock 'em boppers.
Yep.
We popped them on
Yep.
each other's faces, like, and it just after the pop is a fist comes through. That.
Yeah, yep.
You
That's,
pop
that's
as,
and then it's a real fight.
and that was wrestling. Yeah, and now you
Then it's a shoot.
Yeah, that's a shoot. Works turned into shoot pretty quickly in our house.
Yeah, that's the thing. Hulk Hogan said that
sucked
once.
in our house. Did he?
Don't work yourself into a shoot, brother.
Damn, I think
That's
Jesus said it
that's
different
a
way.
Twitter quote from him.
Don't work yourself into a shoot, brother. And when
It
you
makes
first
complete sense.
when you first said it, I heard you say working shoots, and again, I thought it was gay stuff. Sounds like old 40s gay stuff. I'm just down on the fucking working shoots.
Typical wrestling hater.
No. It's 2021, guys. I'm tolerant as shit. I love it.
2024, bud.
What?
You said 2021.
I know it's a bit I do.
Oh. You're in the past?
No. Yeah, exactly. You say it's 2012, dude. Get with it. Get with the times, brother. I read the,
Yeah, you see the title of this clip,
and I believe I've seen it before. At least, if not, here in my home.
right? Hell yeah. It's I choppy your pee-pee is the name of it. Do you know who that guy is?
I don't know any of these fellers. Yeah.
So the guy in the ring was a porn star character named Val Venus.
Okay.
And then the group that was on the stage that chopped the salami in half.
Oh, I didn't notice it was
Samurai
actual salami. I
sword.
didn't know they were chopping. I was so enamored by the whole deal that I was like, I don't even care what they're chopping, dude.
The group on the stage was kind of a Japanese gang sort of gimmick.
Gangnam.
And Val Venus hooked up with the leader's wife. That's how that turned into, we're going to choppy your pee-pee.
And I don't mean to jump ahead, but did they end up chopping his pee-pee?
That may or may not have happened
Okay.
on a future episode
Okay.
of Raw.
Right.
On a future episode of Raw.
Okay, I'm glad they fucking
It was dude, I remember this as a kid, and it was like week to week. It was like, Val Venus fucked this dude's wife? That's fucking cool, dude. Val Venus made a porn with his wife? That's wicked cool, dude. And then it's like, oh, they're going to chop his dick off?
Was it worth it?
The payoff was worth it. But you might be able to see it if you want to pick that one. And then...
Oh, we got choices coming. All right.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. Yep. Does this look familiar at all to you?
I know these old broads.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, and I know Mark Henry.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely Mark Henry.
Sexual Chocolate.
Exactly. He's Sexual Chocolate, Mark Henry right now.
I was going to say Sexual Chocolate's right where, like, is the end of my era.
Gotcha.
A big Attitude Era guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, the perfect time for adolescent boys to be watching this.
Telling my teachers to suck it.
Right, dude.
Come on, guys.
It got outlawed in our school for sure.
Yeah.
Like the actual crotch chop, at least, you couldn't do in school. And that was like 6th, 7th grade, something like that.
Yeah. I was going to say, what is the name of the group? What was that?
Degeneration X.
Okay, yeah.
DX.
I was going to say DXM. And that's
Almost.
chemical.
Oh, what's
What up, dog?
You want to watch this clip now?
Ready?
Let's do it.
So she's giving birth right now. and, and
smells-
she farted, so it stinks. While she's smoking a cigar, too. I don't know if you noticed that.
Is this pay-per-view or is
No,
this...
this is free television.
This is wild.
And it stinks so much, you could tell by the guy who's delivering the baby.
Yeah, I saw Mark Henry give the fan wave. It should smell, you know what I mean? It's the circle of life. Oh, I thought he was giving him a gun. It's called a speculum, dude.
Pretty sure those were just vice grips.
Oh, was it? The sounds, dude. It's like a rubber band. What is this?
She
What
gave
is
birth to a hand.
They're throwing up. This is good stuff, dude. God.
I knew you'd enjoy this, Jeff. This
What-
is why I picked this.
Is there... So this is one of the choices?
Yeah.
All right. This is a hard one to beat, brother. I'm going to be honest with you. I want to see what happens. What does that hand do? Is it in fucking the Addams Family later?
So I'm pretty sure that's the last you even saw.
Was
of the
that
hand
Miss
on
Moolah?
television.
No.
No. The other lady that was holding her hand was Fabulous Moolah.
That's so I'm
You're right there. That was Mae Young. Mae Young.
I
gave
read that,
birth to the
yeah.
hand.
But I was just trying. So the one that was holding her hand was
Was the Fabulous Moolah.
who's like a legend, right?
They both are. They've
Yeah.
been wrestling since like the fucking 40s.
And they fucking just disgraced the shit out of them.
But they were down
That's
for
great.
it. That was the thing. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
girlfriend to this
It's hard being a lady.
30-year-old, 400-pound black man.
Yeah.
I'm 78 years old. Let's do it. All right.
Hot.
I'm gonna be on TV every week. That's cool. I
So who-
guess."
does it say who the father is and shit before this?
Mark Henry was
The father
is
to a
the
white
father
hand.
To a white hand.
God, life's confusing as fuck. I don't get it.
This is professional wrestling, Jeff. Get used to it, bud.
So that was a work.
That was a work.
I'm fucking
I don't
learning,
think
dude.
she. I mean, nothing has been confirmed nor denied, but I assume that was a work.
All right, I'm telling you, I am a big Kane and Undertaker fan, though, dude. I'm reading it. I'm reading ahead, dude. I know this is cheating.
Right.
It's cheating.
All right. Whenever you want to play this guy, John or Danny T. So this is the first Hell in a Cell match, by the way. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker.
Big Shawn Michaels guy, dude. I'm just a sexy boy.
Right.
Sexy boy.
What? What?
Paul Bearer also rules. One of the best characters ever, dude. It's so fucking unnecessary, dude.
That's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane. That was Vince McMahon, by the way, on
Why is
the
he
announcer.
announcing?
Because
Guest?
No, he was the announcer at the time. Rip that door right off its hinges.
This was like the best toy set
Oh yeah, yep, the Hell in a Cell
with
If
Kane.
you got,
and
yeah. That's. He just keeps saying it. That's gotta be Kane.
In retrospect, Kane looked so much more badass. The fucking
right.
suit is still pretty gay.
Right. The red lights definitely help.
Fire.
Boom, baby. He's supernatural. He's like, which way is the camera again? Oh, I gotta go this. Okay, here we go. Boom. So this is the introduction of Kane, if you couldn't tell.
And I've got brothers, dude. I'm a sucker for reunions.
Such a loving brotherly reunion.
So this is the first time anybody's ever seen Kane.
Yeah.
Were they doing like, what are those fucking things?
Like Paul Bearer had
Promos.
said that he was going to do something to The Undertaker. And he would bring back something from his past, sort of bullshit. And then it's his brother that he thought he burned in a fire.
Toy, toy.
Sexy boy.
And somehow Shawn
Sexy
Michaels
boy.
wins the world championship. I love that he's got the one glove. Some Michael Jackson type stuff.
Kane did?
Yeah. He had the full sleeve and then the one glove and then nothing on the other. He just had like the cuff on the end.
Undertaker had some big J gloves on, dude.
Right? Yeah.
This is dope.
What? What? That's the next clip.
There's technical difficulties, dude. It's all right, dude. One day, dude, we'll be able to pay for no commercials for the pod.
Yeah, right?
That's the goal.
All right, so there were the three clips. I choppy your pee-pee.
That's out.
Mae Young gives birth to a hand. Or fucking... That's gotta be Kane!
And what is so I get to see the next part of the storyline?
Yeah. Well, not necessarily the next part of the storyline, but if you picked Mae Young, I have other Mae Young clips.
Oh, that's a fucking different thing.
Yeah. But if you pick Kane, I have other Kane clips.
I know Kane pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with Mae Young, dude.
wanna go
I'm
with Mae
fucking
Young?
woke, dude. Who would have thought? I picked the lady. First round, picked the lady, dude.
Hell yeah. The old white lady. That's
Yeah,
is that a progressive move?
My mom's one. Sorry. She's a little bit. Yeah, she's all right. She's not gonna see this for the love of Christ. Yeah, and I was most of the I like whites. They get old. You just stop. God. All right. So yeah, Mae Young.
Yeah, Mae Young. I've got two clips of her.
The Dudley brothers.
Yeah, you know the Dudley boys.
Dudley boys. Yes, I'm right there. Yep. Yeah. The brothers wouldn't make sense.
Well, they are supposedly brothers.
That's
Kayfabe.
that's a work.
Kayfabe
Yeah.
brothers.
That's not a shoot for sure,
Yeah.
dude.
So is Mae Young an actual old lady?
Yes.
Yes.
Fights?
She's
Yes.
been in this for a long time.
She wasn't necessarily an in-ring performer at the time, but she would like be the manager of different people. And then she would take bumps. She would fucking give birth to a hand on television. She
I also know
would-
this clip.
You know, yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sure he's seen
She's
it.
in
It's
for
been
it.
on.
They just put it on a. I think Shane Gillis talks about it somewhere recently.
Yeah, he definitely. Joe Rogan. He showed this
Yeah.
clip to Joe Rogan. Yeah, throw that. Thank you, Danny. So the week before, they had power bombed her off of the top rope through a table.
And I just gotta make this clear. She's not pregnant right now, right? No. God,
no, that was years ago. She's recovered from that.
Okay, I just didn't want
at
to
this
have
point.
miscarriage.
I'm pretty sure. She's just carrying their titles for her. So she's an already battered old lady, neck brace, wheelchair, and there's just a few tables that are placed perfectly. Who would have thought? Oh. Psh. They're the bad guys. They are heels right now. And Vince McMahon thought that people would despise them if they did something like this. Boom!
That rules.
And then you see her squeeze his hand. That's like the universal sign, like, I'm good, I'm good.
Yeah.
And they're chanting EC Dub right there.
Are they?
Mhm.
These are ECW guys, right?
Yeah, the Dudley Boys came from ECW for sure. Like them and Taz was a big ECW
Sabu.
guy. Rob Van Dam was an ECW guy.
RVD, dude.
But now he's like jizzing in his pants right now. 'Cause
Yeah,
he
the
just
taste,
power
dude.
bombed an old lady through
I
a
get it, dude.
table.
Once you break that wall, dude,
Right.
the sweet, yeah, it's intoxicating. Fucking.
Here we go. One more look. Boom.
This is so terrible. We better watch it again.
Such a despicable move from another angle. Oh, she might have been pregnant.
Is she? Thank God we knew how it ends. The baby's fine.
She gave birth just fine. Mark Henry really crying right there.
Yeah, I heard them say Mark Henry. I was like, damn, this is a long storyline. He's just around all the time.
And then they show it one more time.
It's like 9/11.
They show it again.
I've never seen anything like that. I mean, it's like 15 feet to the floor there. Well, they are terminally sick. It's our Bubba Ray Dudley.
And then just in a trance.
Sexual chocolate, dog.
Hell yeah.
Happy with my decision, dude. That was pretty good. Pretty good.
So she's legitimately 80 years old right there.
She's dead now, right?
Yes, she
Simple
has
math,
died.
dude.
Yes.
That was in 2000. There's no way she could have took 24 years of getting power bombed.
Right. I was just thinking, like, when was the last time I've seen her power bombed?
That might have been her last. Dude, God, it's kind of sad now when you think about it.
No, she had to finish that storyline at least. I'm sure she took at least one more.
A couple more bumps.
Maybe a 3. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Maybe a 3D from the Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what that one is?
It's on their shirt.
That is on their
I'm
shirt.
guessing
That's
it's
their
a
finishing
dual
move. Yeah.
Dual tag team move.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Good. What is it?
So
dude?
one person's running at them, at Devon, black guy.
Yeah, I could have guessed. Is it? Can I guess the spelling? It's probably wrong, but I want to think it's D apostrophe Vaughn.
D dash Von.
Was it really? That's crazy. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna give him the point for that one.
I had to say no just for the laugh, but you were way closer than you should have been.
I really thought it was an E, but for comedy's sake, I said that. And God, sometimes you hit right against it, dude. That's good stuff.
So they would throw somebody to the ropes and they'd bounce back, and Devon would pick them up so their head's like way up above him, and then Bubba Ray would come behind. Bubba Ray's the white guy, the big crazy guy, and he'd come by and do a cutter on him.
Yeah, like so it's like a 2-man stunner.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking in my head, and I think I've seen it before.
Yeah, And they would do that through tables a lot of times.
Gotcha.
And they got the reputation of being the tables guys. Oh, yeah. So the next clip I got here is Mae Young in 1944 wrestling.
All right. Not going to be very diverse.
It's interesting, at least. It's so weird, like suits and ties, right up against the ring. So she's the blonde chick.
Mae Young and Nerol Stewart in this bout are close enemies. Well, a matter of fact, Nerol gets a kick out of Mae.
I think Mae's the blonde chick. She might be the dark-haired chick. I'm not sure. That was the biggest bump of this entire match, was the referee fell down with them.
Here's what we mean. Did you ever see anybody try so hard to get into a place where you
Oh, she fell off the edge.
You guys got a fucking rack on him.
Right?
just what the customers order?
Yeah. So that was wrestling in the 1940s,
That was something.
right?
It's interesting. A little bit of history in there, dude.
Yeah, I was like, what else has Mae Young done but put through tables? And I couldn't figure anything else out. I was like, there's black and white footage of her. I'm going to put that in there.
It's impressive, to say the least, you know,
Mhm.
that she's getting...
She started like that, and now
She was in the
she was
Attitude
getting
Era.
put through tables regularly on TV.
And having kids. It's fucking
On
inspiring.
TV live,
Yeah.
well into her 70s.
With fucking guys going like, oh, God.
Throwing up.
Birth is beautiful. Dude. God.
Oh, yeah, so I've got one more clip, but I wanted to do something more current, and this guy has been something that's blown up the last few weeks. So he's a dude who was in TNA, which is like a U.S.
Turner.
national. Yeah, no,
it Turner?
Total nonstop action. Turner owned WCW, like they own WCW, and now.
TCM, Turner Classic Movie.
Yeah,
Right,
dude.
yeah.
Turner Classic Wrestling, dude.
But this was NWA TNA. Do you remember when that like first came out? That was-
NWA is but different from
It was
NWO.
yeah.
I'm thinking NWO.
NWA TNA.
National Wrestling Association.
Yeah,
yeah.
and they had TNA, and it was on Spike TV for a while.
yeah, until it died. I
Well,
remember.
it's still around. It died off, lost its TV, and now they've got back on TV, and they just swapped back to being TNA. And this guy kind of blew up there, and now WWE has their own secondary company called NXT. That's their developmental
Okay.
company. And NXT and TNA have been doing crossovers where people have been coming back and forth, like to different shows and having storylines on both promotions, television shows. So it's the first time anything like that's happened in a long time, and everybody's kind of like, oh, is this gonna turn into like an AEW versus WWE pay-per-view at some point? Could something like that sort of happen? But this is kind of the first dude to go into that, and I just have his fucking intro video, and it's super funny.
Hi.
I think it's super funny. He's kind of a pretentious Scottish dude, is what his
Those fucks.
storyline is.
Don't we know one? We all know
Don't
one.
we all?
We all know a pretentious Scottish fuck.
He wrote and produced this song by himself as well. If you couldn't tell. So he comes out in a stadium right now, and everybody's clapping and singing this fucking song, dude. And this as a meme is going around a lot.
He's better than Corey Feldman.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And then everybody in the stadium was gonna fucking wave their hands.
See that? I don't like that part, dude. We need to. I
looks
think
like
we
a
need
real
to
estate
shame
agent.
autism a little more than we have been. We've been getting a little too tolerant lately, guys. Is the end game? Is what you wanted?
Past
Yeah, it's very Christian vibes, which I like.
Do you believe in Joe Hendry?
I do not. I do not. It bothers me that all the fucking autistic guys are in unison now, dude. They backing this guy. We're fucked, guys. I like it.
He's he did NXT, and they had a 20-man battle royal for the #1 contendership of the NXT title.
Okay.
And he got thrown out immediately by the other 19 people.
I like that.
But he did his whole entrance and fucking did a promo when he was walking down, and then
As
it
soon
gets
as-
in the ring, and everybody's looking at him, and then they all just fucking throw him out immediately. It
I
was
like
the
it.
best. It fit perfectly. And now he wrestled for the TNA World Title, and he's been promoted to be on NXT next week. Like, he's gonna be in both shows. He's a character that he has built himself very well over the last like 2 or 3 years,
Okay.
and it's fun to see for me at least.
I get that. I just.
You
get where I'm coming from, right?
I do this,
I'm not wrong,
but
right?
that's how he wants you to think too.
I know, and he nailed it.
And he nailed it.
So from your side of knowing all the kayfabe
Yeah.
and it works, I get it, dude. But
Oh, I have the second clip of that. Do you have that?
Oh yeah.
It's him. It's his entrance to the battle royal.
okay, nice.
No, you're good. I was like, I just looked to make sure I didn't have anything else, and then it was like, oh, I do have that one. So I already built it up like they have. It's a bunch of NXT and TNA guys that are in the ring that are gonna do a battle royal for the #1 contendership, and then he is the last entrant because somebody says his name.
They called upon him, dude.
Well, that's what he says at the beginning of his song is say his name and he appears. Exactly.
Is what I imagined as the guys.
That's the thing. It's perfect for him.
But these are the guys I was talking about.
Right?
Look at the fellas.
Everyone in there is singing along.
Say his name and he appears.
Not Jesus.
He doesn't really have a Scottish accent, though.
Just the littlest bit. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
there you can hear it some there.
Cody
There
Rhodes.
you go.
Cody Rhodes. I know Cody Rhodes.
Let's be
dude.
honest.
Sensation. That's because
I think he just forgot his character has an accent for a second.
go on to become NXT champion and bring it back to TNA.
Yeah, that crowd doesn't look like they have all their chromosomes at all.
It's crazy. Look at that. Look at the boy in the white shirt right there. Look at the.
There's some thick eyebrows, dude.
There's some
I'm
fucking-
sorry, but that's a real thing.
There's.
Is 250.
I don't know what's going on with chromosomes. If it's too many, too little, but something's fucked up in that crowd.
They're stretched out for sure.
Perhaps the most trending wrestler in the world is here right now. Do you believe it?
Oh, and then this is Ethan Page. He's another TNA guy, but or actually he was in All Elite Wrestling, and now he's signed with WWE. And he's just a prick. You can kind of see it on him.
It's a lot of fellers in there.
Yeah. So the guy with the crazy beard, do you remember Brian Pillman?
Yeah.
That's his son.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He dead?
Brian Pillman is, yeah.
Hillsman.
Oh. Maybe 19 dudes could have helped, but. And now Joe Henry's just going to get beat the piss out of. Boom. First person eliminated, Joe Hendry. That's that.
Hell yeah, dude. I don't know if it's. They didn't look like they were really selling it.
Yeah, that's why they're in developmental in
Okay.
WWE.
Okay.
That's to be expected to a certain point, but they are they're getting legitimate television, like knowing how to work in front of a camera.
Yeah.
There rather than
Acting.
on. Yeah, exactly. Like making
I know,
punches
it's
look good
kayfabe. Yeah.
and all that sort of shit on TV.
They're not taking the bumps like they would.
Whereas in a live show, they could not do it as well because it's like, well, maybe the first 5 rows are gonna see or hear what happens, but I can just slap my thigh, and they're gonna think I'm hitting them just as hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I don't have any sort of outro for this idea at all, but good night.
That's
Goodbye.
good. I like that.
Farewell.
Good night.
I'm done.